Alright, let's go. Head off to Whiterun. Some Imperial soldiers. Take escorting a prisoner.
Imperial business. Be on your way.
Do you snap at everybody that walks by? Oh, come on, Fendel, I'm not moving that fast. Damn it! I missed.
You handle yourself well. You could make for a decent shield sister.
What's the shield system?
An outsider, eh? Never heard of the Companions? An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough.
Okay. Can I join you?
Not for me to say. You'll have to talk to Codlac Whitemane up at Jorvaskar. The old man's got a good sense for people. He can look in your eyes and tell your worth. If you go to him, good luck.
You look strong. Come to Jorvaskar and be a companion.
Yeah, the companions are part of a faction. As you imagine, the companions are a warrior faction.
I can take you to any of the hold capitals.
What can you tell me? What do you know about Whiterun?
Well, I know the companions make their home here. Their mead hall, Jorvaskar, is the oldest building in the city. Oh, and there's a nasty feud between two families called the Greymanes and the Battleborns. You want to be careful there. The rest you can find out by asking the townsfolk. Start with the barkeep at the Bannered Mare or the Castle Steward.
Okay,
Until next time.
thank you. Oh, the horse stable. Right here, the horse.
Got the fleetest steeds in all of Skyrim.
How old are your horses?
None of them's older than 9, and the youngest is 6. Now the horse I got for sale is 7 years old, but in fine health. She's got a lot of spirit, that one. We've taken to calling her Queen Aufsiger, or just Allie for short. I expect you can name her anything you like, once she's yours.
No, I don't think I have enough money to buy a horse.
Right strong.
I will when I get enough money. And the Khajiits are here.
Fight with us and you'll have stories to tell.
Come up to your Vasker.
Well, why so good to Skyrim?
An astute question, for we are far from home, and this is a cold, hard land. The wise trader finds the best opportunities, even if he must travel far to find them. Skyrim is a ripe opportunity indeed. The dragons and the war have scared many other traders away, but for those with courage, there is much profit to be made. Take a look.
I like how he has to squint his eyes when he says that. Take a look. I don't think I have anything to sell. No, I'm good. Let's see what we got here. A potion to cure disease. That's actually good to get because you can get a disease in this game. Diseases are a big deal, so I will take that.
May your road lead you to warm sands.
A lot on the wind today. Good hunting.
Halt! City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only.
Let's see what we got here. Riverwood calls for the Ozed.
Riverwood's in danger too. You better go on in. You'll find the Jarl in Dragon's Reach, at the top of the hill.
It's funny how he said that. Riverwood's in danger too.
They say Helgen got hit by a dragon. One of those horrors comes here. We'll be ready.
I highly doubt that, but okay. So Helgen was caught by surprise. They didn't actually see the dragon coming, but you guys kind of do see the dragon coming, so maybe you will be ready, but yet not ready at the same time.
Dragons I can handle. But this talk of dragons, world gone mad, I say.
I agree.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Jorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle. If you wish to hunt with me, your feet need to be quick and your eyes quicker.
I thought they were inside already.
Getting tired of hanging around talking all day.
That's... I don't claim to be the best blacksmith in Whiterun. Jorland Greymane's got that honor. Man's steel is legendary. All I ask is a fair chance.
Oh, okay. So do you work on the sports all day?
Aye, that I do. I've got to, if I hope to be as good as Jorland Greymane someday. In fact, I just finished my best piece of work. It's a sword. I made it for the Jarl, Balgruf the Greater. It's a surprise I don't even know if he'll accept it, but... Listen, could you take the sword to my father, Preventus Avenici? He's the Jarl's steward. He'll know the right time to present it to him.
Yeah, I was heading up there anyway.
Thanks.
What can you tell me about Whiterun?
Plenty. I'd say we're prosperous enough. Most folk don't go hungry, if they're willing to work hard. The city's ruled by the Jarl up in Dragon's Reach. That's the fortress there, up on the tall hill. But you're probably more interested in your Vasker, Mead Hall of the Companions. Their deeds of war and valor are legendary.
Yes, I've heard that before.
Looking to protect yourself, or deal some damage?
Actually, I'm more looking for something else. They seem to always, not always, but most of the time, have layers. A lot better. There we go, there's a pickaxe. That's what I want. I meant to get it from the other guy, but I didn't get a chance to.
Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need it.
And this is the reason why I grabbed it. It's this thing right here. The smoother. Smoothers. A smoother, you can smooth ore and raw materials into metal ingots, which are required to create and improve weapons and armor. As you see, there are many different things. These ones right here, these dwarven ones, you have to have certain materials to create the ingots, and then the rest you need ore, and that's what you need the pickaxe for. Is to collect the ore from the ground, I guess.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside.
Also, there's something I want to point out.
Damn those Greymanes to oblivion. They want to back the Stormcloaks, they'll get what's coming to them.
Yeah, whatever. Is that, you see that right there, that symbol right there on the wall? Well, there are similar, not similar, but not the same symbols, but there are other symbols on different other buildings. And for the longest time, I didn't know what the symbols were. I thought it was funky that some of the buildings had symbols on them and some of them don't. So I finally looked it up, and apparently these symbols that were on the buildings have to do with the Thieves Guild. And each symbol represents something different. This one right here, for example, that one means danger.
I work with my mother, sell fruits and vegetables. It's fun most days.
And then there's also another symbol on this house. I remember seeing it's right there. There's a circle with lines through it and the backs. That one right there, that one means loot. That means there's something in that house we're stealing. And then this right here, that's a symbol for danger, which means
I don't have any money.
It's dangerous
You
in there.
better give me 5 seconds right now or I'm gonna bloody your nose. 10 seconds tomorrow, baby Battleborn, or I'm gonna bloody your nose and your lip.
No, please. I really don't have any money, Braith. I'll give you 10 septims tomorrow. Just don't hit me.
I can understand why that building over there had a danger symbol because that's the barracks. But why does this house have the danger symbol? It's just somebody's house. Anyway.
I know your family's honor is important to you, but we can't afford it.
It took me weeks to find that thief's den. I can't stop now, and I can't get the sword on my own.
So you're willing to starve your wife and daughter to reclaim some rusty old sword?
I just need to hire 1, maybe 2 good men. You won't starve.
I'll put it plainly. You can claim your sword, or you can keep your wife. If you set foot outside that gate, I won't be here when you return.
Saphir! Wait,
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you.
What were you two arguing about?
My Sapphire doesn't like that I've been spending so much time looking for my father's old sword. He fed his entire family with the gold he made using that weapon. I'm not about to let it gather dust in some thief's trophy room.
Do you need help finding the sword?
I tracked it to a group of bandits nearby, but I'm no fool. I'd need the Whiterun guards or maybe hire the companions to get it. I don't know why I'm saying this, but if you find it out in your travels, I'd be grateful to you.
You're not from Skyrim, are you?
No, I'm not. Looks like we've got something in common then. No, I'm a Red Guard. My family hails from the Imperial Province. But I left home when I was just a lad. Been wandering ever since. If you find that sword, please bring it to me.
Sure will do. Speaking of swords, delivered the sword to Princess Amnesia. And that guy over there. Hello.
Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the bannered mare from Hulda.
You mentioned the trading caravans?
Yeah, these Khajiit make a living traveling the roads and selling their wares. It's got to be tough. Skyrim's a hard enough land when you've got a roof over your head. Worst thing is, nobody wants them in the cities. Nobody trusts them.
Why not?
Reputation, mostly. A lot of Khajiit turn to smuggling and thievery to get by. A few bad apples spoil the bunch. You know how it is.
Okay. What do you know about the Khajiit?
About the same as everyone else. They're the catfolk of Elsewhere. Great warriors, good traders. The way I hear it, Elsewhere ain't nothing like Skyrim. It's got tropical forests and dusty badlands. It sounds awful.
You're looking to become a merchant?
Before my ma and da passed, I told them that one day I'd become the best trader in Skyrim. I met one of the caravan leaders, Madron. He said he'd help me get started if I could bring him a mammoth's tusk. Easier said than done.
Oh, maybe I can get one for you.
You do that? If you find one, I could teach you a thing or two about trading. Help you get a fair bargain in the future?
That would be most helpful. Thank you.
Farewell.
Bye. Now this guy over here constantly stands by the statue of Talos and rants. He's not shut up.
Damn those great things to oblivion. They want to back the storm cloaks. They'll get what's coming to them.
He just stands there and rants day and night. I don't like people like that. So they're very irritating.
No lollygagging.
My lord, what would you have me do?
Have to listen.
Nothing? My lord, please.
What is it?
Rash action.
What's the meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgrup is not receiving visitors.
Advar sent me. Riverwood's in danger.
As Housecarl, my job is to deal with all dangers that threaten the Jarl or his people. So you have my attention. Now explain yourself.
I was told to give the message directly to the Jarl.
Whatever you have to say to the Jarl, you can say to me. I'm starting to think...
I want to hear what she has to say. What's this about Riverwood being in danger?
A dragon destroyed Helgen. Alvar is afraid Riverwood is next.
Alvor? The smith, isn't he? Reliable, solid fellow. Not prone to flights of fancy. And you're sure Helgen was destroyed by a dragon? This wasn't some Stormcloak raid gone wrong?
I don't want to say that. I was there. I saw the dragon burn Hug into the ground.
By Ismir, Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains...
That is a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
I'm right behind you.
As steward.
You lead, I'll follow.
The Jarl is, as you can imagine, very busy. Perhaps I can assist you.
I have a sword for you from your daughter.
From Adrian? Ah, this must be that weapon for the Jarl. Poor girl. So eager to prove herself. I'll present it to Balgruuf when his mood is agreeable. Thank you. Please, take these few coins for services rendered.
Okay. I'll ask all these other questions later.
Enjoy your visit to Dragon. Reach.
Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill her in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there.
Alright. Yeah, what does this have to do with the dragons?
Ah, no mere brute mercenary, but a thinker. Perhaps even a scholar? You see, when the stories of dragons began to circulate, many dismissed them as mere fantasies, rumors, impossibilities. One sure mark of a fool is to dismiss anything that falls outside his experience as being impossible. But I began to search for information about dragons. Where had they gone all those years ago? And where were they coming from?
So what do you need me to do?
I learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself.
Okay. As you say, I could have gone to the barrow and then here and gave him the tablet, but I have my reasons. You just be patient. You guys will understand. Anything you can tell me about Bleak Falls Barrow?
An old tomb built by the ancient Nords, perhaps dating back to the Dragon War itself. Ah, maybe you just want to know how to get there. It's near Riverwood, a miserable little village a few miles south of here. I'm sure some of the locals can point you in the right direction once you get there.
How do you know this stone tablet is in Bleak Falls Barrow?
Well, we must preserve some professional secrets, mustn't we? I have my sources. Reliable sources.
Okay. Tell me about the Dragon War.
I'm not surprised you've never heard of it. Even I used to think it was just a myth. But not anymore. The Dragon War was a real event, although only the barest glimmer of the actual events has come down to us. Far back in the Mythic era, the dragons were worshipped as gods in Skyrim. Many of the monumental ruins that still dot the landscape were in fact built as temples to the dragons. The details are lost, but at some point, the Nords rebelled. After a long and terrible war, the Nords overthrew their dragon overlords.
So, were all the dragons killed in the Dragon War?
Oh no. Many were killed, of course, but many survived into historical times. Why, this very palace was built by one of Balgruf's ancestors to hold a captive dragon. Hence its name, Dragon's Reach.
Okay. How do you enchant weapons and armor?
Ah, a student of the craft. You'll need to start by learning an enchantment. Take an enchanted weapon or piece of armor, then use the arcane enchanter to learn its secrets. The item is destroyed in the process, so be wary. Once you know an enchantment, you'll need a filled soul gem and something to enchant. You'll use the arcane enchanter for that too. Of course, I have everything you need for sale if you have the coin.
I'm going to say the same thing. Are you the only wizard in Whiterun?
I believe I am, yes. Technically speaking, of course. The city is also home to a priest, priestess, an alchemist, and I'm sure others who practice. Ah, that reminds me. Speaking of alchemists, I have some frost salts for Arcadia. She asked me to obtain them for one of her potions. Would you be so kind as to deliver the frost salts for me? I'm sure Arcadia will provide some form of recompense.
Yeah, I'll deliver the frost salts for you.
Good. You're clearly better suited than I am to carry out such a menial task.
No, that was very rude. Yeah, where can I learn more about magic?
A prospective student, are you? Well, I'm afraid I'm not much good at teaching. You should try your luck at the College of Winterhold.
Yeah, I've heard that before. Have you ever encountered dragons?
Sadly, no. My work affords me few opportunities for such an adventure. Perhaps some hero will bring one to Dragon's Reach, like old Olaf one I once did. What a fascinating conversation that would be.
Okay. So what are the duties of a court wizard other than being rude to guests?
I'll put it simply so you'll understand. I advise the Jarl in matters of magic. If the hold is faced with any threats or mysteries of a magical nature, I am called upon to explain things and suggest a course of action. Hopefully that answer will satisfy you. Good day.
This is a priority now. Anything we can use to fight this dragon, or dragons. We need it quickly, before it's too late.
Of course, Jarl Balgruf. You seem to have found me an able assistant. I'm sure she will prove most useful.
Succeed at this, and you'll be rewarded. Whiterun will be in your debt.
Oh, I thought you were already on your way to Bleak Falls Barrow.
I am. Get off my back. Enchanting. To enchant an item, you must know an enchantment and have a filled soul gem to power the enchantment. Enchantments are learned by disenchanting or destroying enchanted items. Again, it's just like the quest journal. It's enchanting like 6 times. Anyway. I just broke those down, and now I have improved magic by 20 points and magic regenerate by 20%, but I don't have any filled soul gems, so. Alright, let's move on. We have a barrel to go retreat, I guess. And might as well drop off those fast salts before we leave Whiterun. Oh, maybe not. It's 10 o'clock at night. Oh, wow. I didn't realize it's that late. Well, in that case, I'm gonna go see and get some shut-eye because I don't think my character has slept in over 24 hours. I know it's not needed. It's not necessary. But I'm sure my character's
Looking
tired.
for my husband, Nazim? Check the Jarl's backside. That's usually where he stuffs himself these days.
I'm more concerned about Fendo. Where's Fendo?
Men are all alike, from Skyrim to Hammerfell. They care only for war and politics and treat their women. Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire. I've been thinking of selling me into Isolda. Anyway, what do you need?
Go ahead and do it. That's what she wants. Heard any rumors lately?
I assume you saw the Gildergreen? Big tree, all burnt up, in the middle of the Wind District? It's part of the Temple of Kinnareth. People want Danica to do something about it, but I don't know what they expect.
Okay. Any others?
People say there is someone in Riften that can change your face, make you look completely different. Do you believe that? The companions? In Jorvaskr? They're recruiting new members from what I hear.
Yeah, I've already met the companions, but I'd like a room for the night, thank you.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room, right this way.
I'm right behind. You go on ahead.
What can I do for you?
Oh.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
I will, thank you. Shops usually open around 10 o'clock, 8 o'clock, but I'm gonna jump off these truck stops before I head out.
Maybe some other time we'll reveal your destiny. Tea leaves, palm reading, crystal scrying.
We heading out? Let's get going.
Trepanning.
Yes, Mom?
Yeah, that lady right there was just wrenching at me. She's a seer. I don't really want to think of it like Fallout 4. She's like, ooh. What's her name? I forget her name.
I spend a lot of time at the market stall so I can learn the merchant's trade. I need more experience if I'm going to run an inn someday.
It's that old lady from Fallout 4 that's high on jet and she can see visions.
Got something for just about... You look rather pale. Could be ataxia. It's quite a problem back home in Cyrodiil.
No, I'm fine. Thanks for your concern anyway. I have those frost rods for you from Ferngor.
Ah, splendid, splendid. It's for a special brew I'm working on. A love elixir like none other. Maybe I'll test it on Farengar first. Oh, but I suppose you expect some compensation. Here. These potions should suffice.
Oh, thank you very much. And you said you're gonna do that, use that love potion on Farragut. I think it's the only way you can get Farragut to like you, because from what I understand, the only person that Farragut's ever gonna like is himself. Anyway, so you're a healer?
Of a sort. I don't have formal training in the restoration school, but something just as good. Within these walls, I have all that I need to brew a potion for nearly any ailment. If I had a septum for every case of rock joint or whitbane I've cured since I opened this shop, I'd be a rich woman indeed.
Interesting. You ever think of returning to Serta?
Why? Because I'm a proud citizen of the Empire? Because the Stormcloaks only want Nords in Skyrim? The Stormcloaks can rot in oblivion for all I care. I've lived in this city for 20 years. 20!
Oh, that's a long time. And you haven't got Farragut to like you yet? And you could gonna use a love elixir on it? Wow. Okay.
Come back anytime if you need a remedy.
Now, in here is a book. There's another skill book. But I'm not gonna take it because that's stealing. But there's another skill book sitting there. I mean, yeah, I will be doing some.
And what of my son? What of Thorold? Is he nothing? So don't talk to me about suffering.
Your son chose his side, and he chose poorly, and now he's gone. Such is the way of war. The sooner you accept his loss, the better.
I will never accept his death. My son still lives. I feel it in my heart. So tell me, Battleborns, where is he? Where are you holding my Thorold?
I had enough of fish and fowl. Treat yourself and your kin to a choice cut of steak or a tender rack of ribs.
His dad's supposed to be standing there talking.
What are you looking at? I'm not afraid of you, you know, even if you are my elder.
That I want to try out. Will you have venison anytime soon?
Certainly. I'll be sure to bring some.
Man, stop it! Little children, leave me alone. That conversation would have been a lot better if his dad was actually there, but anyway. You see, there's another one of those symbols. That's a loot symbol. And there's one on this side, on this building too. It should be right next to the door, like the other one. Or maybe it's by the other door. I remember seeing one. There's another loot symbol on this building, the alchemist building, but I don't remember where it's at. I remember seeing it. It's just... Oh, there it is. It's right there on the pillar. Silly me.
Stupid lord, Battleborn.
The Jarl has finally agreed to send you back to Riverwood.
Yes, Housecore. We'll leave immediately. It's just us against the dragon? Is that it?
I can't afford to send anyone else, and we don't know where the dragon is. Your main job will be to keep an eye out and get the people to safety if the town is attacked. I don't expect the three of you to fight off a dragon by yourselves, but I do expect you to do your duty.
Of course. We'll keep Riverwood safe. We can count on it.
Need supplies? See Bellathor at his store. Sleazy little man, but he has good stock.
We can never rest easy, for Balgraph's enemies will not.
What does House Guard do?
I am charged with protecting the Jarl from any and all threats. Powerful men have many enemies, more so in times of strife, so you can imagine the dangers. Oh yes, there have been attempts on the Jarl's life. More than one would-be assassin has met his end at the tip of my blade.
What threats does the Jarl face?
Take your pick. Dragons, Stormcloak assassins, ambitious and unscrupulous nobles. Sometimes I think his own children want him dead. And those are just the physical threats. Assaults on his sanity are another matter entirely. Every day he deals with obsequious functionaries and incompetent bureaucrats. Sadly, I'm not allowed to eliminate them. Well, not yet anyway.
That would be nice, now wouldn't it? How did a dark elf come to be a houseguard?
Balgrup and I share a battle bond. We met as youths and forged our friendship in the fires of war. When he became Jarl, I insisted on serving as his protector. He had no cause to argue. Gods, you are curious. Almost dangerously so.
Jeez.
I've got my eyes on you.
Jumpy. I mean, I understand she has to be because she's a houseguard, but still, come on. You don't want to jump down my throat.